For this problem, we want to find the x and y intercepts for x squared is equal to a negative y plus 49. Now remember that the x-intercept is where y is 0. Okay? So that means I'm going to plug in 0 for my y. I'm going to keep everything else to start with. And so I've got x squared equals a negative 0 plus 49. Well, the negative 0 means absolutely nothing. So then I come down here, x squared is equal to 49. Now, think about what square means. It means the same number times itself gives me that value. So, like if I look at over off to the side, 3 squared, that's going to be 9. If I look at a negative 3 squared inside my parentheses, that's also going to be a positive 9. So notice that 3 squared gives me a positive 9, and a negative 3 squared also gives me a positive 9. So whenever we're looking at x squared equal 49, go back to what we were doing before, and I'm going to take the square root of both sides. But notice because I can do a positive or a negative here, I have to put plus or minus here. So that means I have x squared, and I'm going to take the square root of that, is equal to plus or minus the square root of 49. So on this side, the square cancels with the square root, leaving me strictly with an x. On this side, I have the positive or negative value of 49. Square root of 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So that means that my x-intercepts are, I actually have 2 of them, is at a positive 7, 0, and at a negative 7, 0. Anytime that you have an x squared like this, you're going to end up taking the square root somewhere, and you're going to have 2 possible answers. Now, if I want to do the y-intercept, still of the same x squared is equal to a negative y plus 49, remember that y-intercept is where x is 0, and I have some number for my y. So I'm going to replace the x with a 0. Oh, let me change that to a black square, is equal to a negative y plus 49. Well, 0 squared is still 0, negative y plus 49. And then I want to solve this for y. Honestly, the easiest thing to do in this case is, since this is a negative y, move it over to positive y. This way, I end up with y is equal to 49. So my y-intercept is at 0, 49. And that's not a very good 4. So let me try that again. 49. So what you're trying to do is look and see, you were doing correctly by plugging the 0 in. You just have to remember that the opposite of a square is the square root. And anytime you take the square root, it has to be positive and negative because of this rule over here. Okay? If you have more questions, let me know.